Hello everyone, Lau here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new flea market toy hunting video. Probably a one-part video. Not because I don't have any footage. I think I have a couple of things filmed at the flea market directly, but the haul won't be as big. Hence why I'm sitting now here, just with my very small desk. I don't know, you can't even see the desk. It's not that super good as of a filming perspective, but I will show you the stuff here. So yeah, that's one flea market, and I just picked up a couple of things, but of course I filmed a little bit more. Have fun! You know that I'm not collecting Barbie horses actually, but I still wanted to show it to you because this is actually Blizzard, the horse, and also the slate that belongs to Ski Fun Barbie. So from 1990 or 1991 release. You know, this is actually not my primary era of collecting. She is late 90s, but she is one of the, I think, the Rapunzel. Not from the movie though, before the movie, but there are definitely more really nice Barbies in here. Hot shaving can and a couple of the movable ones, so not sure, this is probably the gymnast Barbie, maybe the second gymnast Barbie, the one I have, but just with Kanekalan hair. That is sad that she is actually super cut hair. I mean, it looks cool, but move and groove and Barbie. She was able to really move, and then she had stamps on their feet, on her feet. I had her already. I think she is Speed Blast. She's on the Bob Mackie face, but she is wearing a Fashion Avenue. It says Fashion Avenue dress. It looks really wintry. It's not really for my display, but it could be for winter. I'm not sure. I'm really into these two, although they are not my primary collection. This is. She looks gorgeous. I don't know who she is. It's also the Bob Mackie face. This is Dr. Barbie. Cannot identify her. Just like... They are also... Most of them are late 90s. I absolutely don't know who she is. Oh, there's also the crown. Okay, I definitely take her. Ooh, dangerous. This is actually another one of the glow-in-the-dark fake dresses. So the Dream Glow clone dresses. Anything else in here? Something for riding Barbie. Equestrian Barbie. Couple of Shellys. Oh, at least she has super long hair. This is for Ken. I think this is for him. Couple of babies. Oh, what is she wearing? Who is she actually? Oh, I know that dress. I know that dress. Is this from her? Ah, this is cute. I don't know if this belongs to her. I don't remember which one this is. What's this? The makeup something? I think there's little makeup in these under these gems. This is one of the little friends with the rosebud faces, same as the Heart family. This belongs to Dr. Barbie. I know that. That's Dr. Barbie's baby. Crazy that I'm able to identify a lot of them.
Ich werde auch noch einen Song verteilen.
Song.
Song, kennst du den Song noch?
Ja. Ta-da! Yeah. I was really excited when I saw this box of Barbies because from the table itself I just saw Barbie furniture and I'm just like, yeah, Barbie furniture. No, I have no space and I have no like real interest in that. So I asked, do you also have any dolls? So always ask, and she was like, yeah, I actually have one. I would have never seen it. It was almost under, behind the table, whatever. Yeah, the dolls are in that box were a little bit, I don't want to say too late for me, but they are late 90s. So I always tend more towards the early 90s, late 80s Barbies, also the whole decade of the 80s. I don't know. So like late 90s always is a little bit, although I actually was a child during that time, I think I just didn't play with Barbies that much anymore. But when I saw her and then I saw there was the crown, yeah, I wanted to pick her up. This is Rapunzel Barbie. There are a couple of different Rapunzel Barbies over the years. Also already from the late 90s there are a couple, or not really late, well then in the early 2000s, etc. Because this is not the movie doll. No, there was a Rapunzel Barbie movie. I'm not really familiar with the Barbie movies, never really was into them. That I was not really, as a child I was already too old. I thought they just looked crappy, and no, so I never got into that. And that's not even the one, because sometimes I like mix them up because they are from that kind of era, late 90s, early 2000s. But she is just a normal like fairy tale doll, a Rapunzel with extremely long hair, and not affiliated with a movie. She is what people say sometimes from 1998 or 1997. So well, the box date is 97 and the doll was released in 98. So that's what it is. She has super long Kanekalon hair. It was so difficult to get it good looking again. I spent so much time and I like ripped out so much hair, but it was worth it. It looks nice now. This is the original hairstyle. One rubber band in the back and then two here. Golden, I mean I don't have rubber bands in gold, they're just, I tied them. And the crown I think actually used to really be in place on her head, because she has little things inside her head, and I guess the crown was broken off or whatever from there. So I now tied it with another ribbon just behind her, like behind her hairstyle. So from the front you cannot see, so she isn't falling off. Actually the crown I think had a little bit of a feature in the commercial. You can see it. You kind of had to wrap the hair up, whatever that looked, and then when you would push this hard, because it's a mechanism in the crown behind here, then the hair would fall down. It's like, oh, let your hair down, Rapunzel. I couldn't really figure out how that should work or without destroying the hairstyle again. But you can look up the commercial if you're interested how that's supposed to be, because this is connected to that little thing. Anyways, she is beautiful, although from the face she gets into that era where I'm just like not super fan, but like she is on the Bob Mackie face, so she is not on Superstar face anymore. 1997, 1998, that's the time when they started using the Bob Mackie face for Playline dolls for the very first time. This is a face mold that first was used in 1991, so actually early 90s, but just for collector dolls, and 1997, 1998, before they really got a completely new face mold for Barbie with the Generation Girl face mold, but they already kind of faded out the Superstar face at that time, so they switched very often to this face mold. When you look at the makeup, etc., especially the lips that have this liner around the lips, the darker liner. It just looks late 90s a lot. But yeah, she is beautiful, such good quality. This dress, like everything, like, yeah. And as I have already the Sleeping Beauty doll with the, you know, you can make her eyes closed and open up. She's kind of from that same, it's not a line, but they brought out fairy tale dolls around that time. So I figured they would probably look very good together. Wow, I've never seen like boxed Barbies at a flea market. I love her. This is one of the holiday Barbies, so Christmas. And she's the black one. Wow. This is funny. This is also a holiday Barbie, but she's in a dentist Barbie box, so like, what's up with that? A lot of collector dolls. The My Fair Lady ones. I think this is also My Fair Lady. Wow, she even has eyelashes. My Fair Lady. Oh, sehr ikonisch. Very iconic. Das ist Zauberer von Oz hier hinten, ne? Ja. So this is Wizard of Oz, Glinda the Good Witch, and the Tin Man. The truth is, I hate the Wizard of Oz. So, and here are a couple nice Kens. I like him. Is he? He could be from the what's it called? Costume Barbie. Maybe it's this Costume Ball Ken. I don't know them. This is, I think, this is the Totally Hair Ken. It's Totally Hair Ken in his original outfit, which is nice. She's a ballerina. And then two more collector dolls. At least she is, I think. I don't know who she is. And if this is her original outfit or not, but... This is interesting because I saw her laying in that box there, and from far away I thought, she's definitely like Sunshine Family, because the mold and the face looks exactly like Sunshine Family dolls. They're from the 70s and were, I don't know, I cannot say competitor because they were both made by Mattel, same as Barbie, but I don't know, they are called Star Spangled dolls. Oh yeah. Colonial Girl. So they have, I don't know, maybe it's just a separate or spin-off line or something like that, because they all have historical outfits. Don't think that I can see a date on here. But she's clearly 70s. She is cute. I love this. Sebulba, Jar Jar and Annie, episode 1. This is Mui Mui. This is when Jar Jar steals the food and then gets problems with Sebulba. By the way, this is from Toy Box. This vendor here is actually, I've visited his shop a couple of times. They have a new location, so I will go there. Or maybe you've seen the video already. I don't know which comes out first. Small Hunchback of Notre Dame figure, and I mean he mostly has action figures. So there's wrestlers. I think this guy looks interesting. Because he looks more like... Is he? Wait. What company? Yeah. Ebenine Toys. It says Ebenine Toys. So this is... I think the It's called High Five Sports Stars. They are like a Masters knockoff, but aren't they from the same company that made Sunman? This is, I think, High Five Sports Stars. This is just a wrestler, newer one.
Ich habe das komplette Depot. Ja, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
So this is actually a good one.
Was heißt? Phantom heißt der. Nein. Das wird. Nee, ich gucke die Sachen.
Oh, there's an Iron Man.
40 € alles Gramm. Und die beiden
Probably a Skeleton Warrior knockoff, or it is a real one. Nah, I don't think so.
So wie es kommt, gell? Danke dir.
Jason. 15 €.
Viel Spaß noch.
Nur die mit Klamotten kosten inzwischen neu über 40 €.
Ja, ich weiß.
Eine Necker-Figur 44 €.
Von Neckar, ja.
Ja?
Ja, ich weiß.
No. I have exactly this one. It's a little bit sad that it's exactly the one that I have. The Snugglebum, or Knuffelbund in German. And I know that he isn't cheap, so I would have to pay probably 30 € for it or whatever, so.
1 €? Nein. Das
Da war was für 1 € drin.
I'm not sure, I don't think I filmed it, and it's just the silliest, smallest thing ever. But I picked up a little Ziploc bag of G4 My Little Pony with Rarity on it. And I can always use some Ziploc bags for small accessories. In this one now I already started putting my, you know, the hair ties that I have for Barbies. Sometimes use them for ponies, but mostly for Barbies actually, in there, because this always gets lost, and now I have it on my Rarity bag. Yeah. Nothing too special. And then I, you know, went to the same vendor again as before.
I stopped by the Barbies again. I couldn't leave them. I wanted this dress. So she comes with me. And then yeah. Yes. And oh, look at this. I found another Doodle Bear. So, happy Lau.
And you saw it, she also had a Doodle Bear. When I was there the first time, my first round, when I picked up a Rapunzel, I saw that she had a couple of plushies, and I actually rummaged through them. There were none that I was interested in, and suddenly when I was back there again, this one was in, like, right in the front. I was like, how could I not see that when I was there the first time? But it's a little Doodle Bear. Actually not a little, it's a big one. So this is the biggest size Doodle Bear. At least I think it's the biggest size. Recently I already found a smaller one, and I mean, they're really cute. They're from the mid-90s, so 1995 is what they are. They are made by Tyco. Yeah, they're made by Tyco. And I have two of them that have the exact same color combination, and when I would come across one that's in the same color combination, like again the super hot pink, I wouldn't pick it up. But this is a completely different color for once. Very light lavender. It's probably also a little bit bleached, but the you know, the details are still very, very nice. So they are baths, or like, not really baths, but they are like toys where you could, like, you got a special pen, you could write on this, you could draw on this, you could doodle on it, and you could throw it in the wash, and it would come out clean again. So and the vendor, the girl, she was around my age, a little bit, like just a couple of years younger. That's why she had dolls from the really late 90s. She was so nice, and we talked a lot, and she gave me such good prices that this one was just €1. Yeah. But you actually saw it, right? That I bought some more of her Barbies. I was really not keen on her at first because I was like, I don't know, I don't really like her face. She is still on the superstar face. She is from the same year as her, so box date 1997, release date 1998. This is Twirling Makeup Barbie. Yeah. And she is still on the superstar face. So she has the open mouth, typical superstar face, but you can see from the way she's painted her makeup, it's way lighter. It's not the like big, like colorful eye, like eyeshadow, etc., etc. And I'm not the big, I don't know, I like the Barbies from the early 90s more in terms of her face paint, but she has her original skirt, and at first I was like, I don't even know if this is the correct doll to that skirt, because I'm not that familiar with, like, let's say from 1997 on, 1996, whatever, I'm not that familiar with the Barbies. I'm just like really in my era, that's where my knowledge lies the most. And I was already thinking about, I might just, maybe I can just get the skirt, because, you know, I'm very much into Barbie fashion as well. And then I tried to get the skirt off this doll. You can't. It's permanently on her. When you look down, let's reveal what's underneath. She even has this construction here, and all of the skirt things. This is like, there's this tulle layer here, and then this, it's on her. You cannot get it off. It's permanently in her, cinched in her waist, in there, there's no way. I don't have her original top. The top I threw on her now is actually from Foam and Color Barbie, but it has the same kind of, you know, color. So I really think that looks really nice. And what's so special about this skirt? Well, the doll is called, as I said, Twirling Makeup. So the skirt, this is not so good because it's easier when there's just this short top, but you see the skirt twirls around. And what about the makeup? These things are hidden makeup compartments. Yep, not all of them, but 3. Cheek, lips, and eyeshadow. So you have to open these up here. Zack. And then you have your typical kids makeup in there. So this is a shimmering white. I cleaned that. I mean, obviously it's a little bit like, how hygienic is that when this is a 30-year-old doll and the children back then were just like, but I cleaned it to my best ability. And obviously nobody should use 30 years old makeup anyways, and I will not use any of that. But it's nice that it's still in here. So the blue one here, you can also open up. This is probably for the cheek, or this is for the lip. I'm not exactly sure. And then the heart. The other ones are just like for the looks. So in the end now, I'm actually pretty happy that I picked her up, because look at her amazing crimped hair. This is also the typical late 90s crimp, very, very small crimp, very, very small. If you compare it to a early 90s crimped hair Barbie, this is so different. They have way bigger waves. And she originally came with a high ponytail, not as high, I think a little bit lower in the packaging, but yeah, and She actually also came with a little necklace, but I just put this ribbon on her too. Otherwise she looked pretty naked on top. So, oh yeah, and interesting, super cool detail, she has nail polish on. She has kind of a manicured nail, and this is also what was one of her other gimmicks. In her box there was a set of fake nails for the children. And I also bought this one. Yeah, actually I kind of bought it more for the dress, but then I figured it would be just silly for these extremely low prices, because she was like at first €3 per doll, and then she was like, now you can have every doll for €2 and the teddy for €1, whatever. So I was like, I'm not just ask for the dress itself, because the dress on her will look amazing, and I probably will put it in my Christmas decor, whatever, because it looks really wintry. This is a Fashion Avenue dress from 1999, so already with the new Barbie logo on it on the box, so this kind of doesn't count to me as 90s Barbie actually anymore, but yeah, 1999. Fashion Avenue were these really elaborate dresses, fashion packs that had huge like very good quality materials, very detailed, lots of accessories or not, and just a couple of accessories. This just came with shoes and a bag, but it's velvet, the material is velvet, then it has this kind of like pattern here, which to me it almost looks like Christmas, because it looks a little bit like, you know, hollyberry or mistletoe or something here. And then it has this fur, obviously not real fur, but just polyester fur, and these buttons. So it's a really beautiful dress, and it came on this doll, which is Beat Blast Barbie, also from the same year, so 1997 box date, 1998 release. Yeah, almost all of the dolls were from that time. There was this Dr. Barbie, which is maybe 1 year earlier or whatever, but almost all of the Barbies are from exactly the same year. And that box also like moving, grooving. I actually already owned that doll like half a year ago or a year ago or whatever. I found her in a thrift store, and I gave her to someone because she really likes Bob Mackie face dolls for customs, etc. But I kind of liked her anyways, and now I was like, yeah, I can get her again, why not? And I just put this outfit on her for the heck of it, not because there's any reason. Actually, this outfit is kind of a spoiler for another toy hunt that I haven't filmed yet. I mean, I have filmed the toy hunt where I found this, but I haven't filmed the video haul part. Anyways, I can actually show you again what her original dress kind of looked like. This is the purple version, which was on the blonde Barbie, but very similar, but just in the same blue as her earrings are. This dress, she would have lots of beads to put in her hair, etc. She has really long hair, and she also, I already mentioned it, is on the Bob Mackie face. So closed mouth, the whole face looks a little bit different than the superstar face, but same kind of very you know, limited makeup, so very light makeup from that time, but you can imagine her wearing something like that. So, but I don't know, I really like to throw that sailor outfit on her, or nautical theme, so yeah. She probably will go in my Christmas display with that dress. And the last thing that I didn't film because it was done after that at my local flea market, and it's actually nothing special, but I figured why not, for the heck of it, just pick them up. They are these newer Polly Pockets. You might not really know that, but I have a lot of new Polly Pockets. I just don't display them. Like here you can see my vintage Polly Pocket display. But whenever I find some, especially like in stores, still like this very much discounted, I pick them up. I also haven't even unboxed a lot of them. I don't know, for whatever reason, I think when I can get them for really, really cheap, I might hold on to them, and maybe in a couple of 20 years or whatever, when children who grew up with those want to have them, they might be a little bit more valuable. I have no idea. I think they are cute. Not as good, obviously, as the vintage ones. And these are just some very small ones. So you can see it's a new logo. And this one opens up. Little like honeybee themed surrounding. Down below, here's a little bear that comes out of a honey pot. And there's a chair. No doll was in here. And actually you can get this down and maybe put another picture behind, or I don't know why you would do that. It's a little bit similar to the vintage lockets where this was a thing, but I don't know why you would do that. So this one, and actually this is missing the kind of hook here or whatever, this little keychain thingy. This one comes with a doll. This one's actually more or less puppy themed because there's a little dog house. You can take this actually also out here. There's a little scenery behind. You can also get this down here. Like a photo frame, picture frame. And there's this little doggy. It's probably in a bath. Goes back and forth. And here's a little doll. You can place the dog house also at the side here or wherever you want. Yeah, they are okay. Especially some of them I do really like. I just really bought them because I was like, well, I just figured like they were together like €1 and I just picked them up. So that's actually it. So not a lot of things and almost everything from the same vendor, all the 3 dolls and the Doodle Bear, and the other thing just this. So anyways, I hope I had a little bit of footage that was interesting, so thanks a lot for watching. Please don't forget, if you like these kind of videos, to subscribe and to give it a thumbs up, and also if you want then you can comment down below. So thanks a lot for watching, see you real soon, and may the toys be with you. Bye!